guys, welcome to Emlyn in the Mix. Today I just want to show you a really quick video on Native Instruments' little mini GUI FX things that they've got in their latest update. You've got Dirt, you've got Choral, you've got Phaser, you've got Bite, you've got Flare, and you've got Freak, and they all do different sound effects. I know they might seem like they're similar, but they're not. They're really different, they're really handy, and they're good because you can just dial in a little bit or you can dial in a lot. But I'll let you guys decide if they sound good or not. We're gonna go straight to a mix I'm working on and we can have a listen to them. Alright, here we go guys, boom, let's go to the screen, boom! Alright guys, so first up we're gonna look at Dirt. So I'm just gonna put the GUI up here for us so we can see it. Okay, and if we have a look here, I'll play the track back just so you can hear how it sounds. Okay, so that's with Dirt not actually applied yet. We're going to put Dirt on now. Alright, so we can actually dial in the saturation and the Dirt. And it's pretty cool, it's got little warning signs here showing us, obviously it's going to be, once you hit that on the dial, it's going to be quite heavy. So that's on the warning sign there, you get the idea. And then it's got this mix function, A and B, you can mix between the two. Pretty cool. The tilt here gives it sort of like an EQ sort of mix. Pull the saturation back. Oh, you get some really interesting effects. Alright, so that's Dirt, and obviously it comes packed with a bunch of presets. I can go through a few here so you can have a listen. That's your wet dry there, so you get your dry going into your wet. Very nice indeed. Actually, I mean, I know I've got this on my master. I just wanted to show you how much these effects actually have an effect on your music. But I could see this being great on bass and guitars. Actually, if I was to apply this to my bass line here, this would sound really nice. So I got this nice little bass line here. And we'll put a bit of Dirt on it. I reckon that's rocking. I mean, I know it's just a subtle, well it's a bit more than subtle actually, but it should gel really nicely. Let's have a listen. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can dial it in really hard too if you want to. Alright, anyway, that's Dirt. Let's take that off there. Let's check out our next one. Again, I've got it over the whole master. So our next one is Choral. And the Choral synth here. And we're going to have a look at this one. Here we go. So this is with Choral on. I'm going to go through the presets. You can have a listen to how it affects the song. Yeah, it's a really nice chorus effects. We've got some really cool, interesting ones here. And you can actually change the amount of voices, which is nice. seriously nice stuff. Small GUI and small in design, but actually really deep. Very cool indeed. Once you're adding the feedback in there, you're really getting all those voices, really getting all that delay and increasing the amount. Again, much like Dirt, I'm sure all these plugins are going to be similar. The more you dial it in, the huger the sound and the deeper it gets. Alright, let's move on to our next one, Phases, which no doubt is a phaser, but let's hear it in the mix. Here we go. I'll turn it on. Oh, I like that. You can increase the notches. That gives it like an extra sort of voice. Nice, and you can add the stereo delay to it. It's cool. We'll go through some of the presets here. Really nice phaser that you can dial in some awesome magic with. Let's move on to the next one, Bytes. My assumption is it's a bit crusher, but let's have a look. I mean, obviously it is just looking at it. Here we go. Turn it on. Dial in some jitter. Saturation. That's nice. That actually gives it an analog sound, funnily enough. Really lo-fi, warm sound. Alright, let's crunch it up. Here we go. Wow. Go through some of the presets. Really awesome stuff indeed. I mean, a lot of these plugins we do take it for granted these days. You know, a lot of our DAWs these days feature bit crushers, phasers, choruses. So this stuff might not interest many people. But what I do have to say so far about Native Instruments plugins is that they do have a twist. There is like that extra element, and the sound is really deep actually compared to what I find in my DAW here. Alright, let's move on to the next one, Flare. Let's have a look here at Flare. We'll turn it on. I actually don't know what kind of effects Flare is, so let's just check it out. Again, it sounds like a phaser to me. Yeah, okay, so what it is it's a modular phaser, so it's got a modulation of an EQ or a filter going over it, so it's different to Phases. And Phases is just your traditional phaser with some extra features, but Flare is a phaser with some modulation going over the top, much like Mondo Mod from Waves. If you haven't checked that out, it's a pretty cool plugin. But here what I'm noticing that's different is you've got these different things here, which I'm not really sure, through to zero and scan. And also I can change the waveform and increase the voices and get some really gnarly effects here. We'll just have another quick play with it. Wow, super interesting, getting like a synthesis or synthesizer effect over my actual mix here, just using the flare. A very interesting plugin indeed. I mean, I do like modulation style plugins. We'll just go through some of the presets to see what we can come up with. Here we go. Really nice phaser indeed. I really love, as I said, modulation phasers rule. Alright, let's move on to our next one, Freak. Now this one, I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into here, but I'm guessing by the name we're going to get some randomity, maybe a beat jumper, maybe something like that. Let's have a listen. Okay, so it's sort of like a distortion, phaser, pitch bender. It seems like it's all of these little effects mixed into one. Let's go through some of the presets here to see if maybe there's something I'm missing. That's cool, it's got some really cool panning. It's got a ring mode on it. Wow, pretty freaking cool actually. What I do have to say about these plugins is that they are small, yet they feature a lot more than what you could actually imagine. Like, there is a lot of depth to these small plugins. Don't let these tiny GUIs put you off. These things are freaking awesome. If we have a look at them back there in their entirety, we're not turning them on, but I mean, they are small, right? But they're all fantastic, and that, as I said, they have a lot of depth. Do you need them? I mean, everybody has, well, most people that have a DAW will have all of these effects. They'll have phaser, they'll have a flare, with modulation, they'll have distortion, they'll have bit crushers. Usually they'll have bit crusher, and they should have beat jumpers, that sort of thing. I mean, I know Ableton definitely has that stuff. But these are really nice little additions, and I could see these working well in your music, in the mix. Just a little bit of, you know, extra arsenal to have on the side for your music making skills. That's it for me on Emlyn in the Mix. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave a comment in the comment section below to let me know what you think of Native Instruments' new effects plugins. I think they're pretty cool. I like their small size. I like that they're not using much of the CPU. That's really freaking cool. Alright, like the video, subscribe to the channel, you know what to do. Alright, peace out. Boom.